The movie begins with a young boy named Peter Parker wandering into his father's study late at night, only to find the place completely destroyed, papers scattered everywhere like someone was searching for something dangerous. Before Peter can even process what he's seeing, his father rushes in with urgency written all over his face, grabs a handful of secret documents, and immediately pulls Peter and his mother out of the house. Without explanations or comfort, they drive straight to Uncle Ben and Aunt May's home, drop Peter off, and disappear from his life forever, leaving him confused, abandoned, and carrying questions that will haunt him for years. Years later, Peter is now a quiet, brilliant high school student who keeps his head down and avoids attention. But that doesn't stop him from being a constant target for Flash Thompson, a loud, aggressive bully who enjoys humiliating others. One day when Flash starts tormenting another student, Peter finally snaps and steps in, even though he knows he's outmatched. The result is predictable. Peter gets beaten down in front of everyone, but the moment catches the attention of Gwen Stacy, who later tells him that standing up like that may have been stupid, but it was also brave, and that small validation means more to Peter than she realizes. That same night, while helping Uncle Ben clean the basement, Peter stumbles upon an old briefcase that once belonged to his father. Hidden inside is a secret compartment filled with research documents and strange symbols. As Peter digs deeper, he learns that his father worked at Oscorp alongside a scientist named Dr. Kurt Connors and specialized in something called cross-species genetics. His search also confirms the painful truth that his parents officially died in a plane crash, a story that suddenly feels incomplete and suspicious. Driven by unanswered questions, Peter sneaks into Oscorp the very next day, pretending to be an intern just to gain access to the building. Inside, he unexpectedly runs into Gwen again, only to discover she actually works there as a senior intern under Dr. Connors. Though suspicious of Peter's presence, she reluctantly covers for him and warns him not to get caught. As Peter explores the facility, he notices a scientist carrying documents marked with the same symbols from his father's files, leading him to follow the man into a restricted research area. Peter finds himself inside a lab filled with genetically engineered radioactive spiders, part of an advanced experiment connected to his father's work. While poking around, he accidentally disrupts the setup, causing spiders to scatter everywhere. One spider drops onto him and bites him directly on the neck before disintegrating. Shaken and disoriented, Peter stumbles out of Oscorp, unaware that his life has just changed forever in the most irreversible way. On his way home, Peter is confronted by a group of thugs on the subway, but something is different. His reflexes activate in ways he can't explain, allowing him to dodge every punch with unnatural precision. When he finally reaches home and looks in the mirror, he sees the glowing bite mark on his neck, and by the next morning, it becomes clear that he's developed incredible abilities: super strength, enhanced agility, lightning-fast reflexes, and senses far beyond human limits. Peter returns to Oscorp and confronts Dr. Connors, revealing his father's name, Richard Parker. Connors is stunned and explains that he and Richard were developing a genetic formula capable of regenerating lost limbs, a project deeply personal to Connors due to his missing arm. When Peter shows him a missing piece of the formula his father left behind, Connors realizes the breakthrough they'd been missing all along, reigniting his obsession with completing the experiment. Back at school, Peter's powers finally surface in public when Flash humiliates another student during a basketball game. When Peter intervenes, he effortlessly catches the ball midair, shocking everyone. Flash tries to retaliate, but Peter's strength spirals out of control, shattering the basketball hoop and drawing serious attention. Uncle Ben is called in and warns Peter that power without responsibility can turn him into the very bully he hates, reminding him that character matters more than strength. Later that night, Peter forgets to pick up Aunt May, leading to a heated argument with Uncle Ben. Fueled by frustration and unresolved anger toward his missing father, Peter lashes out, questioning the value of responsibility before storming off. That single decision sets off a tragic chain of events that will define the rest of his life. At a convenience store, Peter refuses to help stop a thief after being treated unfairly by the cashier, choosing to walk away instead. Moments later, that same thief crosses paths with Uncle Ben, and during a struggle, shoots him. Peter arrives just in time to see his uncle die in his arms, realizing with devastating clarity that his choice not to act directly led to this irreversible loss. Overwhelmed by guilt and grief, Peter isolates himself from everyone. At school, he lashes out even when Flash offers genuine condolences, and Gwen's attempts to comfort him barely make a dent in his pain. Consumed by rage, Peter begins roaming the city at night, using his powers to hunt criminals, hoping to find the man responsible for his uncle's death. As Peter experiments with his abilities, he discovers he can cling to walls and move with spider-like precision. He designs a mask to hide his identity, builds mechanical web shooters, and creates a red and blue suit, officially becoming Spider-Man. While the public starts seeing him as a hero, the police label him a dangerous vigilante, led by Captain George Stacy, Gwen's father. Meanwhile, Dr. Connors faces pressure from Oscorp executives to begin human trials on the limb regeneration serum. When they fire him and steal his work, Connors makes a desperate choice and injects the formula into himself. Though it successfully regenerates his arm, the side effects are horrifying, mutating him into a massive reptilian creature driven by primal instincts and rage. During a dinner at Gwen's house, tension explodes when Captain Stacy criticizes Spider-Man, calling him a menace. Peter passionately defends the masked hero, unknowingly revealing his inner conflict. Later that night, he finally confesses the truth to Gwen, that he is Spider-Man, and despite her shock, the honesty brings them closer than ever. Chaos erupts when the Lizard attacks the Williamsburg Bridge, throwing cars into the river. Spider-Man swings into action, saving countless lives and even calming a terrified child by giving him his mask, symbolizing hope over fear. The moment cements Spider-Man as a true hero in the eyes of the people. Afterward, the police issue a warrant for Spider-Man's arrest, crushing Peter's spirit. When he visits Dr. Connors and notices signs of the mutation, Peter realizes the terrifying truth. Connors is the lizard. If you were Peter at this moment, knowing your actions created the monster threatening the city, what would you do? Tell me in the comments. Peter tries warning Captain Stacy, but no one believes him. Taking matters into his own hands, he tracks the lizard into the sewers, where a brutal fight nearly kills him. When Connors discovers Peter's identity through a camera left behind, the stakes skyrocket, turning Peter from hunter to hunted. Barely surviving, Peter seeks refuge with Gwen, admitting that everything happening is his fault. Together, they realize Connors plans to release the serum into the air from Oscorp Tower, turning the entire city into monsters. Gwen races to create an antidote, while Peter prepares for one final stand. The police confront Spider-Man and unmask him, revealing he's just a wounded kid. Captain Stacy finally believes him and lets him go, but Peter is shot in the leg during his escape, leaving him barely able to swing through the city. In a powerful moment of gratitude, the father of the boy Spider-Man saved on the bridge rallies crane operators across the city, forming a path through the skyline so Peter can reach Oscorp Tower. The city itself rises to help its hero. At the tower, Gwen hands the antidote to her father, who helps Spider-Man reach the dispersal device. As Peter activates the cure, the lizard fatally wounds Captain Stacy, but the antidote spreads, reversing the mutation and saving the city. As the tower collapses, Dr. Connors, restored to human form, redeems himself by saving Peter from falling to his death. The monster is gone, but the cost is painfully high. With his final breath, Captain Stacy tells Peter that the city will always need Spider-Man, but asks him to promise to keep Gwen safe by staying away from her. Peter agrees, even though it shatters his heart. True to his word, Peter distances himself from Gwen, missing her father's funeral and enduring the loneliness that comes with being a hero. Even Flash changes, showing respect and wearing a Spider-Man shirt, proof that Peter's actions have inspired everyone. As sirens echo through the city, Spider-Man watches from above before swinging into the night, fully accepting his role as New York's protector. If you enjoyed this epic journey of responsibility, sacrifice, and heroism, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Great Animation Recaps, turn on notifications so you never miss a recap, drop a comment with your favorite Spider-Man moment, and keep watching for more legendary stories.